Now we'll move on to the topic of ethically diverse practices. This brings us to the issue that we discussed in class of cultural realism versus universalism, one being the theory that states that the different types of cultural practices should be allowed to continue, versus universalism, which would argue that one universal type of justice system and one universal type of legislation should be implemented across the board in a country. Now, in Uganda, we have a very high ethnic diversity within the country. We have about 40 different identified ethnic groups, which means that we have all kinds of different types of traditional practices, of laws and customs and beliefs and values. And I've chosen a specific people to use as a means of highlighting these different ethnical diverse practices and talking about the merit of maintaining culturalism versus universalism. So the Alkolai people are a people in Uganda who live in the northern parts of Uganda, and they're people who have sophisticated cultural beliefs about the spirit world and their social order. These beliefs tend to differ from a lot of what formal law will impose, and a specific way in which they differ is their beliefs about perpetrator and victim relationships. So, in more formal law, often we have a tendency to separate perpetrators from the victims and to punish them and to put them in jail or to subject them to some sort of punishment, versus the Alkolai, who believe that the perpetrators and the victims should still be able to continue to have a relationship and to live together within the society. Therefore, what happens is, once a perpetrator is found guilty, they will still continue to live amongst that society, but will still have a certain amount of punishment and sentencing. So, one of the things that I noticed with this research is that the universalism setting in has begun to destroy the teaching of this practice. So, traditional and elder leaders have argued that they feel very strongly about maintaining their practices in terms of perpetrator and victim relationships, and that if these practices are no longer taught, then they're going to lose a very valuable part of their tradition and culture. And universalism, which would have all of these tribes performing the same types of legal situations and different types of law practices, these elders argue that that is detrimental to their traditional practices. So, in essence, the argument that should be made is that these two, the formal and customary laws, should need to be able to work in tandem with one another, so that these different tribes and these different peoples can still maintain a sense of sovereignty and independence while being able to further their cultural beliefs, all the while making sure that human rights and various very basic standard rights are protected.